Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. It is Saturday the 13th, also known as Galentine's Day if you are a Parks and Recreation fan. And if you haven't seen it, I'm sure there are plenty of clips of the scene, so just pull up YouTube or Google and type Galentine's Day Leslie Knope and it'll pop up and you can see the clip and get the reference. It's still pretty cold, and I've had kind of a rough week. I blogged about that, and I'll post the link below. But it's been cold, and it has been a rough week, and it's still cold today, but it is supposed to warm up tomorrow, and that's why I'm so chipper. It is supposed to warm up. It is gonna be a balmy 20 degrees tomorrow. Yeah, that is awesome. You know you live in Minnesota when you are about ready to go swimming in 20-degree weather. So yeah, I'm just hanging out. Right now it's not too exciting. My husband is grocery shopping and I am getting ready to whip up some Starbucks latte mix because calorie intake on days like today doesn't happen as much as it should. So I'm gonna whip that up, and pardon the clumsiness, but I am still getting used to using the camera and trying to figure out what all is entertaining or valuable to watch and what is boring and making you feel like, okay, we really don't need to see that. So I'll just show you the mix here. And I just realized that the text is backwards on the package, but it's Starbucks Via Instant Latte Cafe Mocha Mix, and I just picked this up at Target. And if you have a Starbucks reward card, you can get points by typing in the code on the card that comes inside the package. Wow, I can't think today. I guess I need to drink a latte, and I'll excuse me. I'll post a video about how to do that the next time I have a new package with the card. But I've used the card that came with this one and I've thrown it out, so I can't show that to you this time around. So I am going to get my latte whipped up and I will see you in a bit. So I was going to film more after I made my latte, but I was in a lot of pain and then I had some other stuff to take care of, so that didn't happen. Anyway, Justin and I are about to head over to my mom's for a belated birthday celebration, and I'm just hanging out, and Esther is over here napping on my cat blanket. Let me see if I can get her in the camera here. Sorry, I'm in the picture. Wow. Major brain fog moment. And I'm sorry it's so glowy. I haven't put up decorations in the bedroom yet. We haven't been here too long. Hi, sweetie. Hi. What do you think of the world today? I don't think she has anything to say right now. So anyway, my mom and stepdad probably aren't going to want to be on the camera, and Justin doesn't really like being on camera either, but I can film their cat Nala, and she has the most hilarious meow ever, and she meows loudly and often, so I'm sure I'll be able to catch that. Alright, so I will be back in a little bit. Action. We are here with Nala Cat, who is loud. Hey! Nala Cat, what do you think of the world today?
I want to go outside.
Excuse you, I was asking Nala for her opinion. Hi everyone, it's Monday and it hasn't been a terribly eventful day. I did some Young Living stuff. I taught, is that a word? Co-taught? co-taught, help with a Young Living class on Facebook this morning, and that actually went a lot longer than I expected, and so that kept me busy. And in between answering people's questions, I was doing laundry and trying to take care of some other stuff. So real exciting here. And I'm also trying to get in to see a new doctor because the one I was seeing, it's a big mess, but she isn't covered under my current insurance. Like, I just found out, and we're not going to be able to change networks like we thought we would be able to. And she's not qualified to fill out the medical paperwork for my service dog application because apparently they want a hearing assessment, even though I'm specifically not asking for a hearing dog. So I'm just kind of frustrated because I thought everything was all ready to go. I had my references send their paperwork in, and that was all good, and I had everything else ready, but then I found out that we have to start on square one with the medical part of the app. So, So, once I know more about the status of the application, you will all know more. I think I'm going to open the window and see if we can get some fresh air in here since it's warming up. So I'm going to go open the door. Good morning. It is Wednesday and I did not film at all yesterday. I follow Jenny Prokopi's slogan of be AWAP, which means as well as possible. She's a blogger and advocate who lives with chronic illness. And yesterday, AWAP meant doing a whole lot of nothing. My IBS was flaring up because I haven't been on probiotics in forever, and my new ones just arrived last night, and I'm feeling so much better, but I did not feel good yesterday, and I was stressed out, and I was getting tons of migraines, so AWAP meant a whole lot of nothing. But I am better today, and I am going to film a haul video. I just got a Vitacost order, and we'll see what else happens today. It's still kind of cold, so I'm not gonna go to the Lent service at our church. I'm just not doing well with the cold because I've been so stressed out, but I'm feeling well enough that I can take care of stuff around here, so we'll see how much I get done. I've had a really productive morning so far. Wow, another brain fog moment. Let's see, what all did I do? Put away some laundry and sent out some messages pertaining to my service dog application to work on getting all that paperwork in, and dishes, and a bunch of other boring stuff that isn't much fun, but makes you feel really good when you do it. And I'm also going to work on prepping for this project my mom and I are doing. We're making kind of a quilt blanket thing out of baby blankets, and I'll film some clips of that, and yeah, so yeah, I guess that's all I have to say for this clip, and I will be back later. Okay, it is now about 2:30 in the afternoon, and I am on the floor in front of my patio getting a little fresh air, and Esther's over here. Hi! And I got a bunch of stuff done today, and let's see, what all did I do? I vacuumed, and I got a bunch of other stuff done, and I also made a batch of smoothies, and I've been working on some knitting projects, and I can't show those yet because those are gifts for people, but I did a lot of work on that. Sorry, today's vlog is kind of boring. I'm still getting the hang of vlogging, and it hasn't been a terribly eventful week, honestly. Well, with my being sick yesterday and everything. Hi. Oh, you're fine. Oh, let's see, what was I gonna say? I'm finally making a little more headway on the service dog application, but that might still take a while, and I'm trying to tell myself that it's just the paperwork side of it, and the fact that it's taking forever is not my fault, and it would be the case for anyone, and there is a lot of glare, so I think I am going to move away from the window, and I will be back in a minute. So yeah, there's just a lot of patience involved with this whole service dog thing, and I actually debated sharing about the process on YouTube because I thought it would, I don't know, just look better, I guess, if I waited until I was done, officially accepted, and had the dog to talk about it, but the process is part of the reality of trying to get a service dog, and the reality is the process takes a while, and not everyone who applies gets accepted. And I'm at a point in my life where I'd rather be honest about what's going on than make it look all tidy. And when I'm being honest, it doesn't look very tidy, if that makes sense. What am I trying to say? It's not perfect. It's messy. There are rough edges, and I think that really comes through, and I'm okay with that now. Oh, let's see, what else was I gonna say? In the interest of being honest, it still feels really weird talking to a camera and talking to an audience that I can't see. So yeah, it's shaping up to be a pretty low-key afternoon. I'm just hanging out. My husband should be home by 5 if there's not too much traffic. He takes the bus home, so the traffic isn't usually too bad, but if he ends up having to stay a little late or whatever, then sometimes he gets home closer to 5. So we'll have to see what happens today. And tonight is the first time we're going to be able to eat dinner together in a while because I've just been so sick and miserable, and I've just been eating smoothies and protein bars in bed. So we're having pasta tonight, and I'm actually going to be able to sit up at the table, so that'll be nice. And we've talked about watching Downton Abbey tonight. Anna Esther just came on my lap. So we talked about watching Downton Abbey tonight since it's all on Amazon Prime right now. I'm trying to remember where we are. I think we're on the tail end of season 4. So if you've watched ahead, don't tell me anything. And yeah, we'll actually be able to have a nice evening together because I'm actually feeling human again. I don't think I'm going to shoot too much more today because I think it's going to be pretty boring. And Justin is a very private person, and he doesn't like being on the camera. So I'm respecting that, and I'm not filming him any more than he wants to be filmed. There are some videos I'm going to have him film me for, like I want to show how to vacuum in my wheelchair and that kind of stuff, but he's a very private person and vlogging isn't really his thing, so I'm just being respectful of that, and that's why you only see me and Esther. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for today. So thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. And I am getting ready to go to PT in about 20 minutes. And I am not having the best morning. I am in a lot of pain, and there was a delay in getting one of my medications from the pharmacy. Excuse me. So I'm not on one of the medications I'm usually on that really helps, and so I'm just kind of miserable. And I've already had to cancel so many PT sessions because we've had a lot of cold snaps, and I have literally just been in too much pain to function, and yeah. And I'm really tired of wearing sweats and hats, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I am wearing my usual shirt that I wear for PT. The writing's probably going to be backwards since it's on a camera, but maybe it'll flip it around when I upload it. It's my normal is boring shirt. And then I have a shell top, a cropped shell top underneath for the higher neckline. And I'm wearing my amber necklace. You've probably seen these for babies, for teething, because the what's it called? The acid in the amber is a natural inflammatory, and sometimes it gets my pain down to a dull roar, so I have an adult-sized one. And I've read somewhere that the lighter colored ones are like stronger, so I try to wear the lighter colored one when I can. So yeah, I was maybe gonna go see a movie with a friend tonight, but we'll have to see if that ends up happening, because I am just having a really rough time, and it's gray and it's rainy, and we went from really cold weather to 40 degrees, so my joints don't quite know what to do with themselves. I really debated coming on camera when I am not doing this well, but then I decided to come on and let you see what the really bad times look like, because this is the reality. When you live with chronic illness, you have minutes or hours or days that are like this, and that's just how it is. And I've said before that I don't want my YouTube persona and my real life persona to be different. What you see is what you get, and with me, and so I really want this channel to reflect that, so I'm trying to be more transparent and showing the not so good as well as the good stuff. So I'm going to get ready for PT, and I will see you later. Hi everyone, I just thought I'd pop on to do a quick conclusion for my vlog for last week. I finally managed to get out of the house, and I walked around with my husband. I wasn't able to walk too far, both because it's really cold and because I'm still working on building up, what am I trying to say? Building up more endurance and muscle tone in my legs, but I walked further than we thought I would be able to, so that was kind of exciting. And I'm also doing well enough in PT that I get to take a break for a while, which I'm really happy about, because now I'll finally have more time and energy to put into other things, both my everyday PT homework and exercises, but also projects that I want to get done, and Young Living and other stuff like that. I'm really exhausted and really need to go relax, so I am going to cut this short, and this will be it for this week's vlog. And as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.